Hi everyone, I'm Chung-Win from Pocketnow.com, and in this video we're going to go ahead and continue our coverage of the BlackBerry Torch 9800 smartphone from AT&T. This research in motion smartphone features a large capacitive touchscreen on the front, which is similar to the BlackBerry Storm and Storm 2 on Verizon Wireless. However, the Torch employs a sliding mechanism which reveals a full QWERTY keyboard, which places it in the class of smartphones similar to the BlackBerry Bold and the BlackBerry Tor. In the first video, Adam went ahead and did an unboxing of the BlackBerry Torch. In this video, we're going to go ahead and take a look at the hardware features closely and compare the device to other popular smartphones that utilizes the sliding QWERTY form factor. In the third video, Adam will go ahead and return, so if you stay tuned with us, you're going to go ahead and see the BlackBerry 6 operating system in action along with some of the apps and programs that are preloaded on the BlackBerry Torch. Let's go ahead and take a look at the features. The device features a 3.2-inch capacitive touchscreen, which unlike the SurePress touchscreen on the BlackBerry Storm and Storm 2, you don't actually have to push in to click on the screen. All you have to do is, similar to the iPhone and Android screens, tap on the button or feature that you want and it will launch that application without having to manually click in on the screen like on a trackpad on the MacBook. The Torch supports multi-touch gestures such as pinch and zoom, double tap to zoom in and zoom out, along with kinetic scrolling. At the top of the device, you do have the earpiece speaker for phone calls and also an LED notification light to alert you of any messages or emails or appointments that you have coming up that require your attention. The device also has a light sensor to adjust the screen's brightness depending on the ambient lighting level around you, along with a proximity sensor so that you can make phone calls and the screen will automatically turn off so you don't accidentally hit on any of the screen buttons while you're holding the phone up to your face. So the screen will automatically dim when you hold up the phone to your cheek. Also on the BlackBerry Torch, on the bottom, you do have four buttons which are grouped together in pairs. The first pair here is the call send and the BlackBerry menu button. The BlackBerry menu is context sensitive, which means that it will change options and features depending on what screen you're on and which application you have launched. So these menu items will change dynamically along with the apps that you're in. The second pair of buttons is the back button and the call send and end, or the call end button, which will also toggle to turn the device off if you're in the middle of a flight and need to turn off your electronic devices and equipment. In the center here, you have a 5-way optical trackpad, which you can scroll up and down, left and right, and you can push in to select. The BlackBerry Torch features a slim form factor, which is not much thicker or bigger than the BlackBerry Bold and the BlackBerry Tor that precedes this device. The device here is similar in thickness and also in width compared to the BlackBerry Tor that I have here on Sprint's Now network. The keyboard on the BlackBerry Torch utilizes a contiguous key layout with raised and also beveled keys to assist in typing, which is similar to those found on the BlackBerry Tor and on the BlackBerry Bold. Unlike the Tor, which has red keys for the numbers, this one is all white keys, and this keyboard is backlit as well. Unlike the Tor and the traditional Bold keyboard, where the keys are a little bit more raised, so when you push in on the key or press in on the key, there's a little bit more travel to the key. These keys are a little bit more flat because of the sliding form factor, so they don't travel in as far. The keyboard is very comfortable to type on, and depending on your personal preference, whether you prefer the softer, more quiet keyboard of the BlackBerry Tor or the slightly louder and more clicky keyboard of the BlackBerry Torch 9800 is a matter of personal taste and preference. On the left-hand side of the device here, you do have a clean form factor except for a micro USB charging port. The front of the device has this chrome border that wraps around to the bottom and also wraps around to the back side, which is reminiscent of the design found on the BlackBerry Bold 9700 found on AT&T and T-Mobile in the USA. The device also has on the back and on the lower half of the sides this soft touch rubberized feel to the device, so it is matte and won't attract as much fingerprint as the screen or even the glossy chrome strip that wraps around the device. The bottom of the device has a lot of chrome here and shows the AT&T logo. On the right hand side of the device, unlike the BlackBerry Torch, which offers metallic buttons, these buttons are sort of encased in their own membrane and are rubberized and has the matte feel to them. They are for the volumes up and down control as well as a right convenience key. Unlike the Torch and the Bold, the Torch does not have a left side convenience key to quickly program and map to launch your favorite application or function. The right convenience key is preset to launch the camera button. It is a dual press key, which means that you can press in once to focus and press in harder to capture the image on the camera. This key can be remapped to any app or function that you want. On the top of the device, you do have two buttons. One is for the screen lock, which if you press on any button, the screen will turn on but won't be activated, so you don't inadvertently dial or send someone a message that you didn't mean to. There's also a button here on the right hand side for the mute button to mute your voice to have a private conversation with a nearby party when you're in the middle of a phone call if you need to. At the top of the device towards the back here, you do have a little slit here which reveals the loudspeaker to play back movies or to have speakerphone calls. If you want to have private calls or listen to music in private, there is a 3.5mm headphone jack here at the top right edge of the device. On the backhand side, you do have a 5-megapixel camera with autofocus and LED flash, and the BlackBerry logo on the ribbed rubberized BlackBerry back battery cover. To remove the back battery cover, all you have to do is press in and slide the battery cover down to reveal a 1270 milliamp hour battery. You do need to remove the battery to access the SIM cards tray here. The device comes with 4 GB of built-in memory, but you can augment that with a micro SDHC memory card. So AT&T and Research in Motion gives you a 4 GB card here, but you can add cards up to 32 GB. To access the memory card, all you have to do is slide it out. You don't need to remove the battery to access the SIM card or the memory card, which is a nice feature. The device also has Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, GPS, and an accelerometer to automatically rotate the screen between portrait and landscape mode. Here you can see that we're connected to a Wi-Fi network and the Wi-Fi reception bar is shown here. The device also supports quad-band GSM Edge as well as quad-band 3G. It does support HSDPA and HSUPA for high-speed download and upload speeds on AT&T's network. When you don't have the keyboard or the screen slid up in the sliding form factor, you do have on-screen keyboards in portrait and landscape mode, which is a nice feature. So you can utilize the device much like the BlackBerry Storm and use it as a touchscreen only device if you like the new non-SurePress touchscreen and don't need access for the physical keyboard here with the screen slider out. With the device slid out, the device is comfortable to hold. It doesn't feel top heavy as it may look with the screen open. So the device feels really balanced, and the screen sliding mechanism is very solid without any creaks, and it does lock into place both in upward position and downward position. Compared to the BlackBerry Torch here, the devices are roughly about the same size and roughly about the same weight, although the Torch does feel a little bit lighter than the Torch. Compared to other popular sliders on the market, such as the Palm Pre, which runs webOS, the BlackBerry Torch is a little bit taller and a little bit wider than the Palm Pre, which is slightly more narrow. The keyboards are are a little bit different as well. The Palm Pre does offer individual key or island style chiclet keys. However, these keys feel a little bit more membraney compared to the more rigid and harder keys on the BlackBerry Torch, which offers a contiguous key layout. The keys are also a little bit more narrow and scrunched in on the on the Palm Pre, but not by that much. Compared to the Microsoft Windows Phone, the Kin 1 on Verizon Wireless, the Torch is quite a bit longer, but a little bit more narrow than the Kin 1. When the Kin 1 slides open into place, it's about the same size as the BlackBerry Torch in height when the Torch is closed. When it's open, the Kin 1 reveals a more comfortable and spacious keyboard layout arrangement with keys that are individual island style keys, and does offer a nice tactile feel, although the keyboard on the BlackBerry Torch is quite nice as well. If you prefer the island style or the contiguous key, again, that's a matter of personal preference and taste. The BlackBerry Torch offers the best of both worlds. You have the large capacitive touchscreen in half VGA resolution on the front of the device, along with the comfortable traditional BlackBerry keyboard. So you do get the best of both worlds. Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, GPS, accelerometer, proximity sensor, light sensor, and an LED notification light are some of the main features on the device. The device also supports Wi-Fi networks B, G, and N, so you do have faster Wi-Fi support as well, and along to mobile broadband access here. I'm Chung-Win. Stay tuned in the next video, and Adam will go ahead and run through some of the features of the BlackBerry 6 operating system, along with some of the web browser and some of the apps that are preloaded on the BlackBerry Torch. Thanks for watching my hardware tour of the BlackBerry Torch 9800 on AT&T. If you tune in to Pocketnow.com, you'll find more content about the BlackBerry Torch and other smartphones that we're covering. Thanks for watching.